We have here verse 17 of the 15th chapter of the Gospel of John. Jesus has been giving instruction to his disciples. He's been indicating to them that as they obey his commandments, they will abide in him, they will abide in his love, just as Jesus has obeyed the commands of his Father and abides in the love of his Father. And of course, the ultimate aim of this conversation has been to say to them that they should love one another, that that's how people will recognize them as distinctively belonging to Christ, and that is really going to be a way of sharing in the love that the Father had for the Son and that the Son has had for them. And he really wraps up that part of the conversation now with this concluding statement. So we have tauta, the demonstrative pronoun, which means in the plural neuter these things. It's in the accusative here, so these things in telomai, which is connected to the word entole, which means a commandment. It actually is the idea of in the preposition otherwise with telomai, which is connected to telos, which means an end or a purpose for something. And so to give a command in the sense of putting a person into a purpose is the idea. So that's the sort of etymology of the word, but he says, I command. This is the present middle indicative, of course, the first person singular in this deponent verb, or actually it's the middle form of the verb. So these things I am commanding you, and the middle voice suggests commanding for purposes of my own. I'm commanding you. The indirect object is the second person dative plural pronoun to you. So I am commanding these things, the direct object, to you. The indirect object, hina, the conjunction, which will take the subjunctive, as we have it here, agapata, from agapao, I love. This is the contract verb, agapao, second person plural, present active subjunctive, in order that you might love, and then alailus, the reflexive pronoun. So I've given you this command with the ultimate objective that you would share together in the love, which has been the subject of the preceding conversation, that this is going to be one of the distinctive features, of course, of God's followers, the followers of Christ, those who align themselves with him, that they will be devoted to each other in love, which will distinguish them rather sharply from the animosities, the hatreds, the warfare, the violence and bloodshed, of course, that dominate the world without the influence of Christ.